Hello, Martha Alderson again, the Plot Whisperer. We're back again for our new plot series, the Plot Book Club for Writers, and we're going over all of the different plot elements. It's just a different way to sort of see into them by using book examples. And the book example we're using for this month is Change of Heart. It was a #1 New York Times bestseller, and it's got lots of different points of view and lots of themes that are going on in it. So today what I want to talk about is energetic markers. I call certain scenes at certain places in the universal story are energetic markers because they mark the spot in a story where the energy is so profound and so high because of what happens in the dramatic action that the energy of the whole story turns. So it's a turning point. But it's marking that the energy is swirling at this point. And what I really like to recommend to writers is to find the 4 energetic markers in your story first. If you do that, you have a lot better chance at sort of coming up with the overall plot planner and the scope of the whole project, and then you can fill in the scenes that build up to these energetic markers and that sort of fall down after a little bit easier. So the energy of the universal story ebbs and flows like the seasons of the year, like, you know, the heartbeat. I mean, it's sort of the same energetic rhythm that you find throughout nature. And we find it in stories as well. And I have found them in stories from, you know, old classics. They have the same markers in the same place that the more contemporary stories do. And it's because energetically, it's what readers come to expect. You read for a certain, amount of time or watch a movie, and then you need the energy to start to rise. You need things to shift. Because if it's all just linear, going the same level with the same intensity, it becomes monotonous and boring. So these energetic markers can really help you turn the story, keep things exciting, and move things along. So today what I'd like you to do is to use this book, if you've been reading it, and I want you to identify the 4 major turning points in this story and see if you can find them, because if you can find them in this, you'll be able to find it in your own book. And so it will be the end of the beginning, the halfway point, the crisis, and the climax. And when you find it for your own book, I want you to go back to the plot planner you started on the first day, and I want you to write in what that scene is at the end of the beginning on a post-it note and put it right above that part of your plot planner. Then do the same thing for the halfway point, same thing for the crisis, and the climax. I'm sure you're going to need more support on this, and we'll go over these. I'm going to break it down so that we'll talk about each one of the energetic markers so that you sort of understand them better. But I want you to start to see if you can find in your story some scenes that just carry more weight than others, and to identify those. There's a lot more about the energetic markers in the book, The Plot Whisperer, Secrets of Story Structure Any Writer Can Master, and it's all of chapter 2. It's really about the energetic markers, and it's early in the book because it's really important, and it's very helpful in pre-plotting. It's really helpful when you're doing an assessment after you've written a draft or two to see if you've got things in the right place and they're working as hard as they need to. You can also go to the first YouTube series, which is How Do I Plot a Novel, Memoir, or Screenplay. There's a directory on my blog, The Plot Whisperer, over on the right, and you can see the different energetic markers. Go back and watch those videos if you need more help. So I will see you next Monday. We'll continue with our novel, Change of Heart, and I will give you actual examples from this book, and we'll keep going next Monday. Okay, thanks a lot.